Hello everyone, it's Lainey. So, it is, what is the date? 2nd of March. Already? Where's even February gone? Like it just jumped or something, didn't it? I wanted to do kind of like a day in the life thing, but I don't really do anything interesting, so this isn't going to be interesting, but we shall try. Anyway, so I've been in the shower. Hair is still a bit wet, and maybe if I sort of explain about how that works as well, that might be a bit more, probably not be a bit more interesting, but it sounds good. So at about 8:30 on a morning, my carers come because I need help, and then I get hoisted from here. So, oh god, look at that. It's got all my pillows on. It's supposed to be like to keep more junk in, to make my table less a mess, but I just pile up everything when I move anywhere. Right, so carers come about 8:30. I get hoisted, so I have to roll over so I can put a sling in. The sling hooks to the hoist then puts us across, and I have like a shower chair, which is also a commode, which I don't use as a commode, but it actually looks more like a dentist torture chair / high chair. Yeah, it's proper groovy. If I can find a picture, I will enter it over there. Yeah. Alright, if I can find one, if I just take one, that would make more sense, wouldn't it? Yeah, of course. So yeah, so I get hoisted. I'll also put a picture of that in, which I think most of you have seen anyway. Onto the shower chair, which feels like I'm sitting in a high chair because it's quite high up. My feet just dangle off the edge, and it's supposed to have foot plates, but my feet don't reach them, so I'm like tiny. Well, I'm not really tiny, 5'4". It's not tiny, is it? And then I had to be pulled backwards into the bathroom because it's like one of them dodgy supermarket trolleys. It doesn't go forward, right? So I have to get pulled backwards into there. Carers passes all the stuff I need, and I switch the shower on, face it away from us because it's freezing at first, obviously. Once it's warmed up, I can wash my hair first, and then I wash everywhere I can reach, which is everywhere bar from my knees down and my back. It's the only bits I can't reach. So then the carer does that. Get completely rinsed off and come back through here, because there's absolutely no point in attempting to get dry whilst I'm still sitting on the sling, because the sling is soaking. Obviously it soaks up all the water, so we'll come back through here and I get hoisted fully wet, which is not the nicest. Also not the nicest coming back through. I mean, I put a towel over my front and stuff, but it's freezing because when you're wet it's colder. So then I get hoisted back onto the bed. I dry as much as I can myself. I roll over so that I can take the sling out, because obviously it's just soaking and everything. Dry the bed, and then obviously they dry the back of me, put a new sheet on my bed and stuff, and then I get dressed with their help if I need, and then they make my breakfast. And this morning I had toast and an Alpenbar and a cup of tea, and then they leave, so about 9:30, and it's now 20 to 10. No, it isn't. Yes, it is. It's 20 to 10, see? And I'm going to quiet a day, so I'm just gonna probably, I think I'm not gonna put makeup on because my skin's not great at the minute. I'm gonna put some cream on my face. I might fill my eyebrows in, put a bit of mascara on just to make us look a bit more human. That's possible anyway. And yeah, I'll catch up with you in a bit. Bye. Hello again. So it's now 10 past 10 and I have put some, well, filled my eyebrows a little bit, put a little bit of mascara on to make us look a bit more awake, but that's as much as I'm doing makeup wise today, because as you can see I've got a bit of blotchiness going on. I have cleaned my skin and then put some of my favourite Aveeno on. Hopefully that'll help, and because it always gets really dry. I'm prone to dry skin anyway, so but yeah, so that's it. I think the next time you see us I will be on the way out because I'm going to choir, but that's not until 12ish. But so I'll see you then. Bye. Hello again everyone. It is now 11:30. I've painted my nails. I love the purple. Purple's my favourite colour. It's not the neatest, like, but I did go around and look at the state of that. Well, you know, it's hard doing your nails when, like, although saying that should have been my better hand, in which case, how bad is this one? Oh, this is like movable cam. Can't balance. Hold on. No, I can't. Hold on. There. Actually, that one looks better, doesn't it? But, you know, never mind. I tried. So I'm going out in 15 minutes to choir, as I said. I will get back to you then, and I'll tell you about my... Oh, just dropped the remote from my bed. I'll tell you about my goals for March. Bye. Hello again everyone. So I'm on the way to choir. It's about 12. I'm a little bit late. I normally it only takes us about 15 minutes to get there, but just in case I have to go the long way, which is not massively longer. Oh, shit. My remote's just come out the socket. 1 second. That was funny. Well, it weren't funny, but like the remote for the wheelchair goes into like a square hole and it moves along this arm, so you can pull it out further and in further, and I totally pulled it out, so I would have been going cockeyed, which isn't a good move. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm late. Well, I don't think I'll actually be late, but I hate crossing this road, so I'm going to put you away for now. Right, so this bank is a bit freaky. There's a metro train track over there, and then I cut through here, but I feel like I'm constantly on a tilt. but because it's one straight one, it's fine, apart from it goes around at this bottom, but it's not that high. It's amazing what you learn about banks and stuff. Anyway, just go through here. What was I saying? Oh yeah, before I pulled my thing out. So I'm not quite late yet. I'm about, I don't know, I don't even know what time it is now. I think I left the house at 10 past. It starts at 10 past. It takes us about 15 minutes, but I usually like to be a bit early just in case I have to go round extra places because someone's parked in the way or whatever. So yeah, that is. I was gonna talk about goals for March. This is like the second, isn't it? So my goals for March are to stay under my calories until, apart from on the 17th, which is the day I get weighed, so 17th of March, and the 22nd, which is Mother's Day, because obviously I'm going to enjoy both of them days. Then another one was, I have improved my fruit and veg, so I want to keep that up and if possible improve it more. And then, sorry, it's a bit bumpy. And then what else did I put? Read a book. That I started a book, I'm about a quarter of the way through it. I actually thought it would be a book that I'd really like and that I would end up right, I'm done, I need to go around corners. And then I would read pretty quickly because it's Louis Theroux's biography, and I really love Louis Theroux, but for some reason I'm still struggling to read. And I used to it's madness because I could complete books in a couple of days, you know what I mean? And now I feel like I'm really struggling. Sorry, it's like being in and out of a maze. And so yeah, I'm going to do that. And the other thing was to have a bit of a sort of spring clean. I've still got a load of stuff there that I need to get rid of and sort through. I'm going to donate a lot of it and give some away and things and that, so I need to do that, and I want to get that done this month. And I don't think that's like being unrealistic with those goals. I didn't want to give myself too many so that I didn't complete any like I did last month. But we won't go into that. Anyway, I will get back to you a bit later. I'm going to cross this road over here because the choir is up there in the church and the law. I can't film in there, so speak to you in a bit. Bye. Hello, it's now 20 past 5. Haven't really added much in since I went to choir, which you'll have seen us go. I met my daughter afterwards, called in Lidl, came home, had my dinner, and then I've just sort of watched YouTube and stuff. So I figured what I'll do is I'll add in me February review and goals for March, because I would have been making that anyway, as it's the 2nd of March. It should have already really been out. So last month's goals were cook more, read more, write more, stay within my calories, eat more fruit and veg, build on my sitting tolerance more, or at least keep it up type of thing. I didn't do the read more, unfortunately. I've read another chapter. That's as much as I've read in the month, which is horrible. I don't know what it is. I'm struggling, and I can't understand why, because I really like Louis Theroux, and the book is his autobiography, autobiography that I'm reading. I just seem to struggle to read anything at the minute. I don't know, but I'll try that one again. As for the fruit and veg, that's definitely increased a lot. So I would say I was probably having at least 3 things a day, 3 types, which is much better than it was, because it was probably about 1. I haven't managed to cook anything because unfortunately it just hasn't been the right timing, because I have to be able to, my daughter has to be here and I have to be able to sit, so I can't have gone somewhere else and used my sitting tolerance up type of thing. So it just hasn't happened unfortunately at the moment, but definitely will do. As for calories, when I got weighed basically on the 5th of February, which is the first time I've been weighed since October last year, despite numerous cancellations, and I'd gained 17.5 pounds over the Christmas time, because I know I was meant to get weighed on the 17th of December, and from the 16th of December I kind of struggled to get back into it. So like I said, I'd gained, but since then, since being weighed on the 5th of February, I've been really good and stayed within my calories. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, when I get weighed on the 17th of March, it will show that I've lost. It should do. I can't understand why it wouldn't, so anything is obviously a bonus, but I would like definitely £1 a week. That, you know, I should definitely hit that. But we'll see what the 17th brings. And then, yeah, what's that? My goal's done, I think. Yeah. So then, what's happened this month is I seen my consultant with regards to some gallstones that I have. I have done a separate video about this because I'm going to do the whole journey. So I'm not going to explain too much, but I seen the consultant, so I went into the hospital. He referred us for an MRI. I actually had that done 10 days later, which was mad. So now I'm currently waiting to be seen again by the consultant. He is going to take my gallbladder out, and that's at least what he wants to do. So we'll discuss when I see him again, you know, with the pictures of the MRI, which was horrendous, by the way. Getting the MRI wasn't horrendous, it was just the fact that I couldn't lie flat properly. What else? Other than that, I've been to my parents' choir, coffee morning, bean shops and things like that. Nothing else more unusual. What I've watched, I've been watching a lot of Rich House Poor House. It's on Channel 5, don't know if anybody watches it. Basically a family at the lower end of the sort of income, I don't know which way you word that, but basically what they've got left over after they've paid their bills, which is usually around £150 a week, which then is to cover food and any other things, like any things to do, or places to go or whatever. And then also there was at the rich side of it, so those who have about, what, usually they have somewhere between 1,500 to 2,000 to buy food and do activities and things. So they basically swap homes for a week, and obviously it shows that usually some people on the rich side may spend a lot less time at home, because obviously they're working really hard, which, you know, is understandable, and then they might want to do a bit more with home and stuff like that, make a bit more time. And then those on the lower end want to improve their life so that they can have better things and stuff. That's basically the basis of it, and it's really good just to sort of see that sort of thing, I think. I also watched Jumanji I wouldn't recommend it, to be honest. I love The Rock, but the original Jumanji, amazing, with Robin Williams. And these ones that they've done, which obviously they've changed the format slightly to make it a video game and not the board game, but it's just not as good. You know what I mean? It's just not as good. And like I said, I love The Rock, but still, you know, I just, no, it's not as good. What else have I watched? I can't remember if I mentioned this last time or not, but it was called The Windermere Children, and it was on BBC One, and I can't remember if this was in last month or not. I should, you know, write things down. That would really help. If I write a note, I'm going to start doing that. I've got millions of notebooks because I like notebooks, but I'm going to do that. I'm going to write everything down because it would be so much easier. Because when I have to think back over the whole month, I totally forget loads of things. I'm like, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I think I watched it at the beginning of last month, but I'm not totally sure. So I'll talk about it anyway. It was called The Windermere Children. It was about the Holocaust, or it was about when the children came here after the Holocaust. So the children who were orphaned. Yeah, and it's sort of that story. But these kids were in concentration camps, so it's hard, but it's like, I think it's something we should all see in one sense. Makes you realise how things aren't really that hard right now, in a sense, if you know what I mean. Not about anyone's issues or whatever, but for them to have gone through that is just mad. Anyway, I would definitely recommend it. So if you haven't seen it, it's on BBC iPlayer, The Windermere Children. I think that's pretty much it for what's last month. So now on to the month coming, or this month as it is now, because it's the 2nd of March. I have shared my goals on Instagram, which I did yesterday, and then there's not as many. The first one being to stay within my calories for this month, apart from on the 17th, which is the day I get weighed, so I always have like a takeaway and some chocolate or something that I like. And the other day would be the 22nd, which, because it's Mother's Day, and Mother's Day I am having a Sunday dinner with all the trimmings, and also my daughter's making cheesecake, a lotus biscuit cheesecake, or biscoff, or however you say it, but I can't wait for that, so excited. So yeah, so I want to stay within calories otherwise than them 2 days. And then what else was it? What else did I say? Oh yeah, like maintain the other improvements I've made. Did I mention that I'd improved on my fruit and veg? Yeah, I did. So maintain those, and finish my book that I keep mentioning. But definitely finish my book. I'll be like, yay. I also did write more last month, which was one of them, so I did write more, which was good, but I still need to do more in terms of the book side of things. And was about sorting out clear out that I have it, like another one, and get some stuff to the charity shops and stuff like that. So yeah, that's it really. Anyway, it is getting dark, as you can see, because my hair looks practically black, which is weird. Does it look black? Painted nails. And plus, like, I look like I've disappeared in this jumper. Anyway, stop waffling thingy, whatever. So yeah, so that is a little bit of what I've been up to today, and also what else is it? My goals, my review and my goals for the month ahead. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I will I don't know what I will do, but don't forget my quiz is on Tuesday if anyone's interested at 9 o'clock, and I will catch you soon. Bye bye.